The Trump playbook exposed, guys. I always said this one thing about Trump, right? When he says something that, or he blames you for something, he's really doing exactly what he's blaming you for. That's been his playbook all along. He's been using that tactic for decades. He would say that you're doing something, and so when he does it, he was like, "Well, I didn't start it. I wasn't the first. They started it first. They did it first. I'm just doing what they did." That's why he started with that weaponization of the justice system. They're weaponizing the Justice Department. No, you said that because you were going to weaponize the Justice Department if you ever take office, and he was using that as an excuse of something. You're just a very, very bad person. And I'm still going to say what I've always said about this guy. To me, he doesn't look real. He's always had a funniness about him, to me, especially lately. Like in the last 7, 8 years, looks like something is wearing a suit. Is Trump human? Possibly. You know, there's some weird characters out there, man. Some weird, very weird characters out there. Trump is one of them. Um, he lies constantly. I just can't get this. If you say you've won the war, then why are we still fighting? Why do you need to send troops? That don't make sense to me. We've won the war, but you need to send troops. That right there is just a blatant lie. I'm going to play something for you guys. And you tell me, is this what Obama did or this is what Trump did? I got to find the thing. Here it goes.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Now,
Well, that sounds like about right, don't it? He was saying that about Obama back in 2011. That sounds just about like what Trump is doing right about now. Because he knows, the one thing he do know, they're going to lose the midterm. Republicans are definitely going to lose the midterms. That's why they're running around trying to make up new laws to try to keep people from voting. That is just you can see the tactics. These are like, I don't know. I just can't. The man is evil. Did you hear what he said about Robert Mueller yesterday? He said he was glad the man was deceased. And you see, what did we go through when Charlie Kirk was assassinated? What did we go through as a country? You shouldn't you shouldn't be happy that someone has passed away, even though you disagree with them. I can do that. I can do that. I can say I disagree with you, and I don't But I don't want to see you get hurt. I can say that as an American. Donald Trump cannot fix his mouth to say he loves anybody. We're gonna listen to this again. This is what Donald Trump says about Barack Obama, but then hello guys, this is what he's actually doing.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran.
Now you see, in his did you see that? Now Trump negotiation tactics. People say, oh, he knows the art of the deal. It's not the art of the deal, guys. What it is um, extortion most of the time. What Trump does, it's not a deal. It's really extorting other people. Like, if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna put such and such amount of tariffs on you to hurt you in your country. See, that's what he does. That is not a deal. That is extorting other people. Like a mob boss. You know, it'd be strange if something bad happened to your business, right? That's what we doing with this man. This is him. He said he was glad Robert Mueller died yesterday just because he worked on the Mar-a-Lago case. Did Robert Mueller say, you know what? I'm going to go and investigate Trump? No, he was tasked by the government to do that. But since he did that, Trump is glad that he's passed away. How cruel can you be as a president of America? What if this think about this, guys? What if Joe Biden was still in office and the same thing happened to Charlie Kirk that happened, and Joe Biden got up there or put on a tweet? Well, I'm glad he's gone. F Charlie Kirk. What if he said that? Man, do you know it'd be an uprising in the United States if Joe Biden said something like that about Charlie Kirk? And you know it would be. See, people don't want to hear that. They flee the chat because they don't understand. They get it. They really do get it. They leave because they know it's the truth. This man is evil. If he's even a man. Every time I look at Donald Trump, I think about the Men in Black movie when the bug was wearing a human suit, skin suit. I don't see a human. I don't see a human inside of Donald Trump. I don't see nothing humane about him. There's nothing. Name one thing about Donald Trump that's humane. I'll wait. There's nothing about this man that's humane. He's the most selfish little brat. No. He's the most selfish 80-year-old, 5-year-old I've ever seen in my life. If you notice about your President Trump, he doesn't care about the gas prices. He doesn't care about your inflation. He doesn't care about your rent. What he does care about is the people who came after him or investigated him 5-6 years ago. He want to get back at these people. He don't care about you. You've already said, well, oil goes up, gas goes up. Who cares? They'll deal with it. When do you think the last time Donald Trump had to buy gas for anything? Anything. When do you think the last time Donald Trump has even went to the grocery store? I'll wait. Donald Trump doesn't see life like we do. His life is totally different. So when gas prices go up, he doesn't care because he doesn't pay gas prices like we do. He don't care about inflationary stuff on food because he's a billionaire. He doesn't care about what anything costs. He doesn't care. What he's doing is this. And you know, right now, he's at. You just went to the White House a couple of days ago, and you already back at Mar-a-Lago again. You're already back at Mar-a-Lago. Every 3 days, you at Mar-a-Lago, or you on some of your property. You know what you do with that? I'm pouring some tea. Sorry about that, guys. What you do is, when you take those Secret Service people, and they have to get rooms, in your establishment. So what you do is charge them double and triple. That's why you're always there. You're robbing the government off tax money. You charging 3 times the amount that a normal person would pay.
Oh, that just hits different.
Yeah.
In 2026 now, doesn't it? When he says it himself.
Yeah, that's what he said about Barack Obama in 2021. Here we go.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Now,
Well, that just hits different in 2026 now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it surely does. Barack Obama's gonna start a war with Iran because he wants to get reelected. Well, we know you're gonna lose the midterms, and you want. I don't know who you want. I don't know how you're gonna get reelected, but yeah, I don't know how you're gonna get reelected. Donald Trump is. Did you hear when people are sitting there and we're like me, I'm going through some stuff right now. Donald Trump has no clue on what he's doing. You start a war with Iran. You and Israel, I'm gonna give you credit. You took out the Air Force. You took out the Navy. You took out some of their launchers. But I'm gonna say it right now. Why is Israel over there getting their ass kicked? Israel right now is taking so much punishment in the last 24 hours. If you see this video, I don't know what happened, guys, but it's already looking bad for us. We've already lost the F-35 that's been shot down, which is ridiculous. And now the THAAD system, the $1 billion missile defense system, didn't work last night. Whatever rocket that they used last night on Israel, it was too fast for the THAAD system that $1 billion system that we have. I seen the footage. They did fire the THAAD system at that rocket. It seemed like the rocket that we fired at it's I don't know. It's either the missile came in too fast or I don't know. But it seemed like to me, the Iranian missile was too fast for the THAAD system, and it just blew past it. And then you could see the missile like, where did it go? Where did it go? And then it just slammed into Israel. Just slammed into Israel. It's bad. When I say it blew up a whole neighborhood, a whole neighborhood guys. You can go look it up. Iran is destroying Israeli neighborhoods now, not just buildings, neighborhoods. Thank you for watching.